Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Rise of Kingdoms gameplay. And today we are going to be covering a highly requested item, and that is recharge rewards. So, with that, let's get into it. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the do's, the don'ts, when recharge rewards are triggered, and how best to do them. So, to start with, recharge rewards is going to show up every time there is a holiday-based event. So think Christmas, that's what this one is, or they tend to also have recharge rewards during other events, such as, Thanksgiving may sound familiar. And so we will have recharge rewards multiple times a year, usually not multiple times a month, but it tends to show up about every other month or so. And so the way to do recharge rewards is you buy 5 days of a minimum number of gems. So this is 2,500 gems to claim rewards. I will point out here, if you look to the top left right now, you see the time remaining is 7 days and 23 hours. So essentially what this means is that you have 8 days to buy 5 days worth of rewards, which is great because if you're like me and sometimes you forget a day, it tends to be beneficial to be able to come back and actually continue. So don't be discouraged when this says recharge 2,500 gems every day, because you don't actually have to recharge every day. You just have to recharge 5 out of the 8 days within the recharge rewards. So keep that in mind. So Shappy, I'm a low spender. I don't want to spend a lot of money on this game. And if I do, I want to make sure I'm getting the best value. Okay. So what I've discovered is that the best way to maximize your recharge rewards is to spend about $12. So let's talk about how. So there's the super value bundle, which everybody loves. Oh yeah, they're great. They're so cool. No, they're not. The majority of these bundles suck. And especially if you're a low spender, you're not going to want to buy these. They're not going to be beneficial to you. 9 times out of 10, you can get more value out of other bundles. That said, if you are in KVK, the Mountain Crusher bundle, I believe it's Mountain Crusher bundle, will give you a whole bunch of crystals, which may or may not be valuable to you depending upon how far you're trying to push. But that bundle is useful, as well as the Ark of Osiris bundle, which we don't actually see here. But that bundle is also nice, although not necessarily as good as some of these other ones. So let's talk about the ones that you should be buying. And I mentioned $12. How do we get there? So if you come down into Supply Depot, you'll see that there are a number of bundles here that you can buy for multiple days of speed ups or multiple days of equipment. So the bundles that I would recommend buying for a low spender are as follows. You want to buy your 30-day gem supply and always try to keep that at around 90 days because, as I mentioned, recharge rewards is going to show up, every other month or so, but you never want to run out of your 30-day gem supply. So that's a $10 bundle, and as you can see, that will give you 2,200 gems. So how do you augment that? You then come to your daily special offer, and if you haven't bought this already, then you're chilling because you can get 400 gems from this, which gives you a grand total of 2,600 gems for $12. And so you multiply that by 5, and suddenly, it's not so bad to do your recharge rewards. That is going to be the cheapest way to do your recharge rewards, and that's going to help you maximize your rewards. But if you're like me and you already have a ton of 30-day gem supplies, what you can actually do is you can buy the 7-day speed-up supply and the 7-day material supply. And these are going to be the next most valuable. The 7-day speed-up supply is incredibly valuable if you're like me and just need speed-ups. And the reason I say that is that these speed-ups, you get 3,150 minutes. That is more than every single one of the $5 super value bundles. So if you just need speed-ups, buy the 7-day speed-up supply. But that only gets you 1,050 gems. So what the next thing you're going to want to buy is your 7-day material supply. And the reason you do this is because this comes out to about 2 legendary materials, which is actually really good, all things considered. And it's about the best value material bundle that you can get, with the exception of the $5 one when you combine legendary blueprints. So these two bundles you can buy multiple times, as well as the gem supply. So I will point out, if you have a gem supply with only 30 days left, there's no reason that you can't do it for multiple days. And so day one, I would buy the 30-day gem supply and the daily special offer. Okay, awesome. That works for day one. Let's talk about day two. Okay, if I now have 30 days of gem supply, they actually do stack and they'll add up. And so you can see here, I have 69 days remaining on my 30-day gem supply. Well, if I were to buy it another time, it would show 90 days remaining. And that works the same way for the 7-day speed ups and 7-day materials. So it's totally feasible for a low spender to come in here every day and buy the 7-day speed up supply and the 7-day material supply and let them stack for, the 5 weeks. And that way, you've now maximized your rewards every day as you come into the game, and you be sure that you claim them and buy your daily special offers for the commander that you care about. I will point out, you can pick a number of commanders from here. You can pick Tamiris, Constantine, Taladin, Edward, Genghis, El Cid, etc. The commanders you're going to want to be buying from the daily special offer is the commanders that you can't get from gold keys. And the reason is that these commanders you may end up choosing to max at some point, but they're going to be harder to max than those gold key commanders. If you're playing for a long time, the gold key commanders are probably going to be pretty close to being maxed already. So focus on the commanders that are still valuable, but you can't actually max through the gold keys. So, if we're talking about me, I would probably go with Saladin or YSG, maybe Constantine if you're an infantry primary. I'm not. Richard is pretty good too. He's, a steadfast commander, but I would not be going for gold key commanders and especially not gatherers. So that is my guide to recharge rewards. If you're a low spender and you're wondering if you should do that, absolutely. It's 30 gold heads, I believe. Yeah, 30 gold heads, which is absolutely invaluable. You should do the recharge rewards, and as I mentioned, you can do it for about $12 a day. I believe that brings you to $60 over the course of 5 days. And as always, you do have 8 days to do the 5 days of recharge. So don't worry if you've missed a day. You're not screwed. You can come back. You can do it. And I still would say, don't buy the super value bundles. They're not super valuable. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you. If you haven't already, be sure to click that like button and subscribe on your bottom right. And as always, Shappy out.